a vacation home or somewhere.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so they're
Definitely.
enjoying they're reaping the benefits of working smart and working hard through generational wealth. And next week we got to talk about that generational wealth. How does it start? I guess we got to talk about the mind frame first, and then how we build from that.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, again,
even it shut down voting here in Louisiana.
voting. Yeah, I seen that not only just in Louisiana, all over the country. You know, in some states they talking about they're gonna hold their elections off, or they're gonna do mail-ins or whatever. Now, man, we need to be going out and vote for real. They need to open up the poll. You can't. Sometimes you can manipulate the mayor, but you can't manipulate me coming in there where you can, because Donald Trump did. He didn't know he was gonna be the president, but because I mean they manipulate the system and he won. But we got to be out there in large numbers and show these people that, hey, look, hey man, we account for something, and our vote count. So we got to go out and personally put in the vote. You can't worry about the virus that's out there. We got to go out and cast that vote and make it sure it count, and get the qualified people in place that Louisiana and any other state won't have no casualties like this here and be shut down for the rest of the for 3 or 4 months. And this is a casualty, and we the casualty of war. Most of us being black and underprivileged or whatever in this world. So hey, it's different, man.
Yeah, so we talked about the disparities. We talked about how this distraction that we identify as a virus has actually got us to a stage of a bigger than an epidemic. It has become a pandemic, and through this pandemic, we have to ask ourselves: are we ready for the next pandemic? Because we're supposed to be at a stage where we're learning from what's going on. And as it did postpone our election here, it was scheduled for April the 4th. Now it's been postponed to, I think, July the 11th. And that's for the presidential primary and municipalities here. Then the runoff is going to be in August the 15th. And this is a presidential
election. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this is crazy, man, for real. Because they was talking about him. They was talking about us not having no election, period.
Oh, I hear that part.
Yeah, and talk about him walking right back into office so he can clear all this mess up. But he can't clear this up by himself. We have to be proactive and help clear this up. You know, but this big. This ain't no this. It's big, but it's not big. It's not bigger than certain things that's going on in this world. You know? But because they made it so scary, it seems like it's bigger than life. But I mean, ain't nothing bigger than life. We can prevent a lot of this stuff ourselves immediately, you know. So we just got to get prepared and stay focused on the mission. And the mission right now is to save our lives and not keep getting this misinformation and try to get the correct information that we can move forward with changing the situation by us dying at an alarming rate, by us going to prison at an alarming rate. You know, they even letting people out of prison right now because of COVID-19. You know?
Yeah, exactly
and
right.
they keeping most of us in there. But hey, this is a different time and this is different agenda. We got to figure out what's our agenda. We don't have now because we're not E.A.T. We're not evaluating all things and things that's been given to us is given to us from our top, and we don't know if they telling us the truth or not. You know, because they made Milwaukee County seem like a whole lot of people died, but it ain't 262 people. That's a lot of people, but it's not a whole lot of people. It's getting really drastic in Milwaukee County.
Okay. Yeah, the top 5 places right now is definitely New York. They got over, I think they said 14,000 or something like that. Then New Jersey, they got almost close to between 3,500 to 4,000. Then the next one I think is it may be Louisiana. Yeah, maybe Louisiana. Then it's Illinois. Then it's California. California still has, I think they barely got 1,000.
Yeah. Now, you say Louisiana got about 1,400 deaths or whatever, 1,300.
Who?
Louisiana.
Yeah. We're at 1650 right now.
Yeah, so we got more.
We got more. Some bigger states. Take Texas. You know, at one time, recently, Texas. My understanding is that they're stopping everybody. Well, a portion of people coming down the interstate from Louisiana.
Yeah, I heard that. I be watching the news, but I mean, sometimes I just lay back off the news and don't watch it because, like I say, they can give us so much misinformation at times. If it don't bleed, it don't lead for the media. So it's like bloody scary mirror or whatever type of situation. But I ain't buying some of that. So I'm looking at what's around me, how I can develop what's around me, and be able to move forward when the doors open back up.
And that's what we have to do, because the doors will open up, and at that point in time, we have to make a decision. We have to figure this out. What are we going to do moving forward? We have a plan, and it's very difficult doing it by yourself. That's why I call it community, a common goal for a particular amount of people working together in one direction. We can do it. Well, Brother Marcus, that's our time. We're going to start doing this each and every week by video right here on the Voice of the Community, 106.7 FM here, Monroe, Louisiana. And I'll go ahead and let you get the last few words about what you're seeing out there in a bigger town, because you all are still building from the ground up.
Yeah, we're still building from the ground up, but I mean, it's no bigger than any other city, and it's not community involved. So, but I mean, because we Central, we still working. So, but I like to tell the people in the communities all across the country, man, just be aware of what's going on. E.A.T all the time. Evaluate all things where you can be able to be a productive citizen in your community. So we at the round table, and everybody got to come to the table, especially the 30 million poor, black, and disadvantaged in America. We poor, black, and disadvantaged in America, and we don't have to be. We can change our situation overnight. It's just about us coming together, being thinkers, and changing it. E.A.T. Evaluate all things, man.
All right. Well, you have a good week, brother, and I will talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.